there's any results. That's crazy. I thought this kid was over here dying from something. This man is just We're playing another cat trigger game called Bad Faith, and it's a visual novel. So here goes. Good morning, fellow board members. As you may surmise, I am the lead doctor of the new fit treatment account. I can't read that way too slow. I gotta speed that up. I got time for that. Anyway, speed it up. The one concerning the small child on Friday. What the happened, doctor? Let me explain, sir. I know this is a major issue as I have seen it firsthand, and as board members of the company that hired you, you have a right to know. What does this mean for our company? Are we liable? How are we going to explain this to our investors, to the public? Members, please. Let her talk. Doctor, you have the floor. I assume you will talk about your summary case, right, doctor? Please continue. We're waiting for your answer. Yes. Thank you, sir. Let me start right now. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, so a few weeks earlier. Okay, so here's the boy. Nurse, is the boy comfortable? The boy's comfortable on a scanner bed. I can start when you're ready, doc. Excellent. Scan now. Ha ha ha. The scanning is complete, doctor. Hear that puppy murr? It's better. It cost this clinic millions. It's been weeks, hasn't it? About 4 weeks now. The mother says the boy has been doing his treatments. Yeah, well... Uh-oh. Other note, nurse. Yes? Cats murr, not dogs. Thanks, doctor. Always count on you. Scan's done. Thank you, nurse. Bring up the scan now. Okay. Unfortunately, it's as I had expected. No change? He gained back the pound he lost, most likely water weight too. Mother claims she's been closely monitoring him, but so far the boy's lost no weight. Do you think there's any hope for him? Ooh, let's be... Okay, so technically... Technically... I'm actually a pessimist, but we're going to, for game's sake... I'll be honest. It doesn't look good for our poor kid. He struggled with weight for years, and it does not seem to budge. I have a bad feeling that our treatment may not do much for him. That sucks. We never failed a patient before. On the bright side, maybe our failure will reveal new things we can study. You always look on the bright side of life, aren't you, Doc? I know that was sarcastic. So, what are you going to tell the mom? She's definitely not gonna be happy with what I say to her. Poor kid. I hope she doesn't chew him out for another week or so. Godspeed then. Interesting. I was gonna go all optimistic, but that's not really my style in real life. But whatever. Doctor, you have news about my boy? I do, ma'am. I'll be frank with you. The scans show no change. I see. My team and I are currently working through a study with your boy about what may be happening. However, this has gone further than we anticipated. Is that so? Treatment usually shows results within the second week, and it seems like your son either unusually slow to respond or may have been benefiting from the treatment at all. So what now? Well, the treatment for weight loss has not failed before, so this is something quite unusual. But doctor, well, we do believe some of it may have been your boy's biology is reacting slower than usual to the treatment. But doctor, please. However, if you do not think this is sufficiently beneficial to your overall son's health, I would understand if you would like me to suggest alternative clinics for you. Dang, you gonna ship him out to another place? Doctor, listen to me. Ooh. Look, the mom put the bass in her voice. I don't blame her. Doctor just kept talking, rambling. She said, F your feelings. You listen to me. Doctor said, no. But the mom just came in like, nah, bitch, you listen to me. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I respect that move, but let's see what the mom gonna say. Let's see what the mom gonna say, because she's been trying to butt in for a while, and you know, doctor was not letting her get no words in. I have tried everything. Every diet, every fad, every book, every treatment. My son has failed every single venture. It's only gotten worse over the years. Do you know what I feel when I bring him out in public? When others look at him, when they look at this monster responsible for him. Hold on, that's a monster or mother? I'm tripping. Shame, guilt, failure. You are my last hope, doctor. You and your clinic. The doctor, you know, she piped down a little bit. Look at her face. She said, I cannot guarantee progress. So the mother came back and said, I feel powerless to save my son from this hell. Look at him. I can't even face it sometimes. I'm sorry, doctor. I feel hopeless throughout. It doesn't seem somehow this is all my fault. Doctor said, obesity is a complex health issue and nutritional science is still frequently updating. Doctor said, well, I guess all that's left is to pray to God, right? Pray that fat away. Doctor was like, we will find a way to help your son soon. Mother said, sure, doctor. Let's try another week of this treatment and see if it bears any results. That's crazy. I thought this kid was over here dying from something. This man is just like, okay, guys. A week later. All right, here goes the doctor. Is the boy comfortable? Nurse said he's all set. Can I scan now? Doctor said yes. Initiate the scan, please. Let's go and see. All right, do you think the boy's... Hold on, what do you think about the boy's mom, doctor? She's a little frustrated though, low-key. She's a little bit frustrated. Do you want to be negative and be messy, or do you want to be positive? We're being negative. We're gonna go pessimistic all the way.
What?
This doesn't leave this room.
Right.
But I feel kind of sorry for the kid. The mother's overbearing, and it's good that we're trying to get her son to be a little bit healthier, but I just don't like it when it comes from a bad place. The nurse said, thank God you feel it too, doc. Oh wow, she feels it too? I hope we're wrong though. Maybe we're assuming too much. Scan's done. Take a look. Alright, so we're gonna take a look. Let's see what it says. Alright. The doctor says, as expected, nothing has changed. Now, wait a second. There has been a significant shift in his weight. 5 pounds down. Nurse says, 5 pounds down? Are you kidding me? Doctor says, rescan. But if this is correct, the treatment seems to be working. The nurse said, but the treatment has never made anyone lose 5 pounds in a week before. Vitals seem perfectly healthy. It may simply be a weird anomaly. I'm going to run a few more tests, but if this is correct, we'll see a skinny kid in no time. Yes. Okay, here goes. Nurse says, I have excellent news. Your son has lost 5 pounds. Mom is silent. I thought the mom did something to the kid to make him lose 5 pounds, whatever. I don't think it's a treatment. Nurse said, ma'am. Mom said, yes, that's great. What does that mean? The doctor says he surpassed Doctor says he surpassed any patient's weekly loss under the treatment. His vitals seem to be perfectly healthy. We're still researching how our treatment may have resulted in this phenomenon, but I think we are finally making great progress. The mother says, oh, of course, doctor. Thank the Lord for granting us a small bit of hope. It's times like these that my faith is rewarded. The doctor says, well, we'll continue treatment into next week. If this continues, we'll see a healthier boy. Mom says, my son handsome soon enough. I don't trust that lady. All right, so next week. Let's see. Our doctor says, is the boy comfortable? Nurse said, I guess a bit nervous as usual, maybe. Doctor says, start the scan then. All right, let's see. Nurse says, so what the hell happened last time? Nothing for weeks, then all of a sudden 5 pounds. Doctor says, we spent some time putting together a hypothesis about it. So far, the working hypothesis is that the treatment must have lagged against some kind of fat buildup and then gave way last week. Nurse said, that's good? Doctor says, it certainly could be if it means weight loss normalizes. Otherwise, if he starts losing weight continuously at this rate, we will have to stop the treatment. Nurse says, that's just kind of freaky. Alright, scan's complete, doc. Every time I see that nurse, she looks like nervous all the time. Alright, so the doctor said, well, would you look at that? 2.5 pounds, what a relief. I guess our hypothesis must be correct. Nurse says, I guess it's just smooth sailing from here, right? Doctor says, one hopes. Mom says, only 2.5 pounds? Doctor says, it's optimal news, ma'am. That means we're keeping at a steady pace your son's weight loss. Mother says, maybe for you, doctor, but I expected different. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, yeah, whatever. Doctor says, would you be able to clarify what you mean, ma'am? The mother says, after the news last week, I have slowed my prayers. But the Lord's testing me, and this is a punishment for not sticking to my faith. We're gonna question her. Doctor says the treatment is supposed to shave a couple pounds a week. This shows everything is normalized ultimately. Why should we be pushing for more weight loss? The mother says God has no limit. He will give you everything you can take. If I lessen my faith to him, that sends the message that even though I received the gift of his love, I am thankless. I don't mean offense, doctor. I know now that the fault isn't on you for this poor result, it's on me, and I know what I must do. The doctor says, let's stick to the treatment. I really suggest that you not change the boy's lifestyle at this point. The mother says, I would do anything. What? The mother says, I would never do anything to question my faith in him. The doctor said, your son or your... Mother says, I will see you next week, doctor. I do not trust this lady at all. This lady is giving me cult vibes slightly. Look. Religion is great and all. I feel like if you go to the extreme and you start harming other people and yourself, at that point, I don't think that's the religion talking. I think the Lulu's talking at that point. But you know, I digress. I digress. All right, doctor says, the traffic is killing me. Hello? Nurse says, doctor, where the hell are you? Doctor says, sorry I'm running late. Traffic has been a pain. I'm still driving to the clinic. Nurse said, well, drive on a shoulder or something. The kid just came in and Doctor says, slow down. Why are you screaming? What happened? Nurse said, you gotta look at this. I started to scan now and it's effed up. I don't even know what's happening. The nurse said, I'm on my way. Please give me the scan as soon as possible. And now we driving illegally. Doctor said, how can this happen? Nurse said, I don't know. Is this normal? Have you heard of anyone losing 20 pounds in a week? Doctor says, I have read about mixed martial arts competitors doing it to reach a certain weight class before a fight, but they're intense in extreme cases. You wouldn't be able to do that unless you have a team of sports specialists. You right. Sports specialists. Okay. Doctor said, even with that, you need a build capable of it, which this boy doesn't have. Nurse says, this is bad, right? Please prove me wrong here. Doctor says, I'm checking the vitals, but I don't see anything wrong. Everything is working in order. I can't find anything that would show any signs of neglect or injury. The nurse says, I guess you're proving me wrong. Doctor says, I'm going to stop treatment now, but continue to monitor. We'll talk about this to, dang, not talk about this. We'll talk to the mom soon. Oh my goodness. All jokes aside though. Why isn't nobody questioning the boy? Why is nobody interviewing this boy and figuring out what is happening? Did his lifestyle change? Is he feeling okay? Ain't nobody talking to this child. They're just running scans and looking at vitals and looking at pictures and talking to the mom, and everybody's skipping this boy who's having his treatment done on him. This is real crazy. But anyway, besides the point, doctor says, ma'am. The mother is looking creepy as always. Doctor said, ma'am. The mother said, oh doctor, I did not see you there. Do you see that? My boy, he's becoming more and more handsome by the minute. Doctor says, not to alarm you, but this result is beyond expectations. Mother says, God will always surpass expectations, doctor. We're gonna question her. We're questioning her. This is an extreme amount of weight loss. I told you last week, but I need to ask again. Have you changed his diet or his lifestyle any? Mother says, are you implying I'm starving my beloved child, doctor? I'm powerless to do so. I have been powerless for so long. It is in God's hands now, and I make my son handsome. Doctor says, 20 pounds is just... Mother says, if I'm doing anything... Hold on. The mother says, if I am doing something in error, please point it out to me. Tell me if I'm starving him. Tell me if I've been questioning my faith and cheating. Doctor says, ma'am. Mother says, otherwise, I suggest you stick to being a doctor and not my son's parent. Doctor says it's true that we have found nothing wrong with his vitals at this point. However, I am stopping his treatment but continuing to monitor the situation for now. Mother says, do as you must. It's not like the treatment has... What? The mother says, do as you must. It's not like the treatment was the solution after all. Ma'am, what? Weren't you bitching a few weeks ago? Oh my gosh. This girl was bitching and crying a few weeks ago talking about, oh my son, oh the weight, oh he's ugly, oh he's big. Like, ma'am. And then, okay, you know what? The very next week, the nurse, the doctor says, is the boy comfortable? The nurse said, The doctor says, is the boy comfortable, nurse? Nurse says, yes, doc. The doctor says, please begin scanning. Nurse said, nothing actually. For once, hold on. The nurse not saying anything either. Nurse says, you don't even need to scan. Doctor says, it's imperative. The team must know. I want to know. Nurse says, there you go, doctor. You happy? Doctor said, print it out. I want to hold it myself. The doctor says he's off obesity markers. He's basically then 15 pounds away from leaving even the overweight status. Nurse says, please tell me that you actually stopped the treatment last week. The nurse, not the nurse, gosh dog it. The doctor said I did. Dang, look at his face. The nurse said, maybe this kid has some kind of super gene. Maybe the treatment's making him lose everything super fast. The doctor says, I could definitely check his records again, but nothing indicates this child would be any different from the other people we tested. Vitals show no signs of damage. However, nurse said, however what? Doctor says, his body cavity is shrinking. Like his fat's being sucked out, compressing his frame inwards. The nurse said, what? Like a pre-sun packet? Doctor says, it's a crude way to describe this, but yes. The nurse said, if the treatment isn't the reason this is happening, then... The doctor said, it looks like we'll need a new form of hypothesis. Hold on, did I read that right? Whatever. Nurse said, Doc, can I ask you something? Doctor said, what up? Nurse said, please promise me to get this kid away from that mom. I'm scared of what is happening. The doctor said, I'll speak to her now. Is this kid wearing a waist train or something like that? Okay, now we're in the waiting room. The doctor said, nothing. The mom said, "Doc, do you see my son?" Doctor said, I do, ma'am. Mother says, "You see how close he is to being handsome?" The doctor says, "Ma'am, I suggest that we begin a frequent monitoring of your son around the clock. We have a bed here at the clinic. We suggest that you do not bring him back home." Mother says, "I understand your concern. God's light scares the unbelievers." Not unbelievers. Yeah, it is unbelievers. They normally say non-believers, but okay, unbelievers. The mother says, "But when you open your eyes, Doc, you too will see the light. The one I feared on my journey here. One to bestow on my son." Yeah, I'm gonna protest. I got time for this. Doctor said, "Ma'am, I respect your religion beliefs up to this point, but this kid needs full monitoring at our clinic 24/7. Something is very wrong here, and your viewpoint of God needs to be out of our way." Whatever I said. The mother said, "I've already told you, I am powerless. Do what you will, my son. He will soon be handsome in his image." See those scans? We're so close, sweetie. Alright, so now we're present day. Here goes. So doctor said, "Members of the board, I am a woman of science. I believe in hard evidence and studying facts. But even I know now the power of him." Oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The mother said, "Isn't he handsome, doctor?" Oh my gosh. The doctor says, "Ma'am." Mother said, "Shh. Shut your ass up." She said, "She's almost there, doctor. Almost there." This woman's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is the bad faith. I don't know if it's multiple endings. I should read the website, see if it's multiple endings. Actually, hold on real quick. I don't see, I went ahead and checked the website and I don't see it has multiple endings or not. Or I probably can't read or something like that. But that was a bad faith game. I really liked it. It was very unsettling. The mom is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I believe I'm right in my sense. But one thing that disturbed me is that the mother was just so gun-hoed on just making her son lose weight. But my thing is, it's a growing boy, and a lot of times when kids are like overweight like that, they like grow taller, grow bigger, stronger, and they actually grow out of that. This called like what, childhood obesity or something like that. They actually grow out of that. And I'm over here like, you should wait and watch child grow, prosper, and then if it's hindering our health, then do something. But I can't really say nothing because I ain't got no kids like that, so I'm just gonna have experience. But cool game. It makes me intrigued to see the other stories that Cat Trigger have. This is a very cool concept. I really like this. And Mother disturbed me. I feel like I made the right decision, especially if I was in a situation. I was pessimistic, very questionable, very daring, very aggressive, very confrontational, because that mother had a I don't know. But thank you for watching once again. I'm gonna find another Cat Trigger video. This is a very cool journey, and I want to thank you all for watching. Toodles.